The Florida I-4 corridor, tourist hotbed, and a stretch of road that has its own rivalry game. We are set for a war for this stretch of road, and at the end of it, only one will have the right of way. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the bounce house, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USF's offense will get first crack at it here. UCF impaled the Bulls the last time these two met. It was ugly early on and didn't get any prettier.
UCF, man, they scored in bunches, and we're used to a high-flying offense from the Knights. Like, that's what they do every year. They always put up a lot of points. And USF, in this rivalry game, Paula, had absolutely no answer.
It was pretty embarrassing. And I know these teams have only been playing since 2005. This game used to be close. That wasn't the case the last time out. It looked like a team in UCF playing in a big-time power conference against their little brother.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Sets up the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. We used him twice in that loss a week ago. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Knights offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson gonna throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Puts him in the spin cycle. Touchdown, Knights! First points of the day are on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Bulls headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running to the left. Finding a way to... put in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Hold. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. And now on second down for this offense. Jackson will throw. Finds the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Pringle. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Using his legs, it's Pringle. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now on the option. He'll toss it. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Jackson gonna throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burner. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
On the ground. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. The Knights will hustle to the line. Touchdown, UCF! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Off the play fake. He's going to take off. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now the play fake. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Knights are marching down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Houston had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Clutch City are ready for hoops. But pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron, too, people. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one. You're seeing that in this game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Richardson. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. The play action fake. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around.
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. It's a much-needed... this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7.
17, South Florida, 7.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his... incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. That's caught. It's Kringle. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete in the middle. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, when UCF and USF get together, it's like a UFC match, fiery and feisty. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Fellas, so much intrigue when UCF and USF Face off. Let's get things back to you.
And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign. But, of course, the most important battle is the one that makes the grab on the left side. They make the stop with a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Knights have this offense rolling. Jackson gonna throw it. A little screen to the running back. Oh, better look out. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Good timing on the quick out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bulls line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Jackson will throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete to the right. Touchdown, UCF! And the route is on.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation who will enjoy this win. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
He'll do it himself. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Bulls send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner goes down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the 1st down. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Knights.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Not able to pop the big return, but they... All back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of... Man, they've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time when toughness. It requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. He's got it along the sideline. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now... Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off-play action on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Got it behind the line. It's McLaughlin. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. It'll be 3rd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Got it in the middle. It's Ashley. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Power football with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. So in the war on I-4, it goes